58 years old and I have a pacemaker. In 2024 in August, I was having consistently low BP of below 140. The doctor told me that I had a condition called heart block. So the doctor said that heart block basically means that your little heart, this electricity actually goes around. So then my heart beat, 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 and the electricity at a certain point, it just stopped. It doesn't move anymore. A normal person heart rate is between 60 to 100. Mine at the lowest was 32. It was decided that to put a pacemaker, a battery to help my heart. I had the pacemaker implanted since September 2024. It also forced me to review my life and what I want to do. I started to really think, what was meaningful for me in my life. I was, like your life passed through in the 50 years, and then I realized that for the majority of my life, me was never a factor. It was always work, my number one priority. My number two priority was my family. And me was somewhere very, very low. And at that point in time, I told myself, if I actually have a chance to really fix whatever problem I have with my heart, I will have to make a change to put me as a priority. I started taking Celergen in July 2024 when it was introduced to me. So at that point in time, I was skeptical, so I only took one tablet instead of two as recommended. So I took one to give my body to adjust. But after I subsequently had the pacemaker put in, I was like, I had a better understanding of Celergen. I said, okay, I'm going to go taking two. So since then, I've been consistently taking two Celergen every morning. It's a routine to me. I wake up, put two in my mouth, drink the water, and then I go around about my day. In February this year, I went for a check with my to the pacemaker clinic. After they did a test on the pacemaker and everything, and then the person who did the test was looking at it, was like, Then, I can see her puzzled face. I was like, something wrong with the pacemaker? It's not working well, or I need to change it? Then they said, no, your pacemaker for the entire of 2025 did not work at all. I said, huh? Did not work? What do you mean by did not work? Which means your heart is actually beating well by itself. So I was like, oh, so then I don't need the pacemaker lah. Well, technically it didn't work, so you probably don't need it lah. So then I was thinking, oh, Celergen really helps me with this, because Celergen revitalizes, rejuvenates, and repair cell by cell. And I strongly believe that is what Celergen did for my heart. It repairs, it rejuvenates, and it also revitalizes it cell by cell in my heart. So now the electricity in my heart is just going as per normal, and it's not stuck anywhere, and there's no heart block. So my pacemaker did not work. So now it is still inside, because it doesn't make sense to go through another surgery to take it up and then go through the pain process again. But Celergen has also helped me in many different ways. I used to have a lot of scars, and that has actually lightened up a lot. You can see that the marks are almost invisible now. And for colleagues who have not seen me for more than 1 year, has said that I have a different glow, and then I look much more vibrant and more energetic. And one thing which Celergen helps is that it helps me to sleep, and with sleep, it also helps to repair. And I think Celergen with sleep, it goes hand in hand to helping me to really recover from my body for all my other chronic illness, medical conditions as well. Preventive healthcare is something that you can do by yourself. You do not need anyone else to hold you, to push you. You take charge of your life.